I'm here. I'm here to talk about the agenda item relative to Alderman Wilhelm's appointment to the Economic Development Commission, or whatever it turns into, depending upon the proposals here by the Alderman Schmidt or Alderman Taylor. Having been a part of the Economic Development Commission and having bored you with all my comments at the Committee of the Whole, I'm not going to go and recite all of that, but I will tell you that someone who's passionate about the city of Franklin, I read through the proposed ordinances that are up for discussion tonight, and my Alderman Taylor, I must tell you, I think yours is concerning to me. To subordinate the Economic Development Commission to some sort of a task force or subcommittee under the CDA does exactly what I was concerned about when I talked about this at the Committee of the Whole. This appears to be political horse trading between my Alderman Taylor in District 4 and Alderman Skronsky in District 6 and a bunch of others in a way that furthers what we have seen in the past in Franklin as a good old boys network, which we really, as residents, are disappointed about. So as you can tell, I'm up in some level of ire because I would really like to see the furthering of the city for economic development, very passionate about it, but consolidation of power is exactly not in the best interest of the city, in my opinion. Our objective should be furthering non-residential high-quality tax base. It should be trying to focus on business development that furthers that, raise the standards, continue to bring great businesses here with good standards, and to do so in a manner that is not underneath the powers of the CDA as it's been restructured, if you will, with now New Edition and some other stuff. So, from my standpoint, and I'm looking at Alderman Taylor's proposal, the specific measures that are in here consolidate power under the CDA. It is unclear to me as to why that is somehow more effective than in the past. I don't get it. Secondly, it doesn't address the membership concerns, the capabilities and backgrounds that we talked about the last time. And that's really the key to success is, do you want people who are lead generation? I think Alderman Schmidt speaks to that more in his proposal. You want lead generation for the city. You want people who are bringing businesses in. That ain't me. I told you guys that. I'm a deal closer. I'm a guy who can get stuff done, but I'm not a lead generator. Secondly, the accountability of task completion is something that's suffered in the EDC in the past. So we would go through and we would propose to do work. We would have assignments. And if I remember the proposals relative to standards for development and specific areas in the city, some of the subcommittees got that done very, very quickly. Some of those never completed it in any real form. Part of it is just getting the job done within the citizenry, and that's something that the membership of the board should be accountable for, and the leadership of the board, myself included. And then finally, one of the things I mentioned last time was a concern about a void of information from what I call insiders in the city versus the members of the EDC, and the proposal doesn't really speak to that. I don't know that it could, but that's something that stands as a concern. If I go to the second proposal on the table for tonight, which is from Alderman Schmidt, thank you very much, by the way, for putting something forward. From my standpoint, bringing the membership down to a more manageable size of 7 or 5 members being citizens and 2 being aldermen makes total sense. Having a couple members be at large is reasonable in my mind. But the real issue here still is one of focusing on high quality non-residential tax base, which I didn't really see amidst the proposals. If our objective is to get to a more balanced tax base for the city, high quality non-residential development is the key. It's business retention is important, being a liaison to Chamber of Commerce is important, those sorts of things. But it's really all about trying to ensure that the price per square foot, if you will, is higher, better, higher quality over time, and that in the end, the existing businesses and the residents of the city are relieved of tax burden that otherwise could occur if the development is of less quality. So from my standpoint, I've read this. I look forward to hearing your dialogue on it, guys, but I will tell you that, as I said before in the Committee of the Whole, I'm disappointed that at least in some form, it feels like consolidation of power and some political horse trading, and I really don't know that that helps the city.
Joe, for the record, could you please state your name and address?
Oh, I'm so very sorry. Joe Haselow, 9864 South 35th Street.
Thank you.
You guys know me, I guess. I have to do that though. Thanks for your time.